Merhaba, Hush Gardenis, and welcome to another March episode of Chronicles of Life.
Yeah.
And for today, I will be the one hosting.
Alhamdulillah.
They have handed over Zabatin to me to host. And in our studio today, we have two amazing, lovely, good-looking guests.
Yeah.
And for the first time, we have a male guest and a female guest in our list. Please let's clap for them as they do us the honor of introducing themselves. To my left,
I'm Anthony Temile, and it's nice to be here.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Anthony.
All right.
Mr. Good Looking Anthony. And to my right, our next guest,
Mr. Fola, you're supposed to. There's something called ladies first.
Ah.
I think you should have asked me to introduce myself, but that's fine.
Ladies first after men.
I'm sorry.
Hi everyone, my name is Queen Kuti.
Or can we just do everyone?
Okay,
So ladies first.
Hi everyone, my name is Queen Kuti, and it's such a great honor to be on the show today.
Queen Kuti, is she related to Fela Kuti?
I get that question so many times. No, I'm not.
I would have wanted to meet the legend.
Legend.
Not just slice small blood. Let's have small blood of the Kuti. Are you really?
Yeah.
Hold me. I'm hungry. I love it.
Wow.
I'm sorry. Okay. And today we'll be talking about a very delicate and important topic.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Today's topic is humans versus humans. Clear your truth. Humans versus humans.
Yeah.
And the Bible says the heart of man is what?
Desperately
wicked.
Do you know I had that verse in my mind? Like immediately you said humans versus humans. Continue.
The heart of men desperately wicked. I wish God can just give us the opportunity to just see what is going on in Miss Kuti's mind now. The way she has, for example, now I told she give me fist bump, I hold her hand, but like after this show I'll kill this guy. You understand?
Yeah.
So I will throw the first question to you. my hand hanger. How do you relate with humans in general?
I think to relate with humans, you have to be very understanding. Because first off, we all have different personalities.
Yeah.
We all have all come from different backgrounds. So you have to understand that not everybody is going to be exactly the way you want them to be, but they are the way they are, not because of anything, but because of where they're coming from, and you're coming from different places. So if you're going to relate with humans, you have to understand that we're all different in our own ways, and just be understanding and accepting.
But Mr. Akaiso, looking at it from the perspective of wickedness. Wickedness.
I want to combat that statement. Let's continue.
Desperation, hardship of life.
Yes, sir.
Relationship with humans and peace. How do you relate with your fellow human beings?
Now, she said something that people should be understanding. That the experiences people have gone through. It's not my fault you went through it. Like, it's not my fault you had a bad experience going on. But I feel like saying it in a language, but matter similar.
Don't use your own spoil.
No, it's your own spoil. Do you understand? So the way I deal with humans, and I'm sorry that I'm going to say this, is I deal with humans with an heightened level of discernment. I try to discern everybody coming close to me. So from the first day that I see a level of closeness from an individual to me, I've discerned what you're doing around my space. Because I always try to put everybody in a certain category. And it helps me save myself from a lot of things. So there are some people I meet them for the first time, I know they're not going to last around me. So there's a level of, in terms of commitment or in terms of trust, I will not trust them. I also trust my instinct. I don't joke with it. So I've met people before and I'm like, I don't like you. I don't just know why. I just don't like you. And there's people that I meet and it's like I've known them for years and I'm just meeting them for the first time. So I don't joke with my instinct. This thing, it never lied to me. So for example, I can meet somebody for the first time and it's like, okay, so don't do business with this person. I won't force it. And there are some people I meet, they don't even have an idea we're going to do business in future, but I'm saving money somewhere. And then this opportunity comes, I was like, okay, So my discernment, my intuition, I don't joke with it.
Okay, sorry, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
So for example, you say when you meet people, you already box them in.
Yes, when I say level of closeness, that they are coming close.
Okay.
Not that every day. That's waste of discernment.
No, I
How do you determine the level of closeness?
No, but that's not the question I have. The question I have is, so there are people that, someone like me, for example, when you meet me at first, I'm very quiet and I don't speak. But then as I
really quiet, our first encounter.
It's a
Okay.
So as time goes on, maybe I start to speak to you and then I get to know you. So, I mean, when you get to know people, you get to understand like their thoughts and all of that. So it feels weird for you to just box people in a place, like the moment you see that they're getting close. So how do people then get out of that box when you start getting to know them better?
It's a personal discernment.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Like, I'm not waiting for you to determine. Like, it's me. Because I've come to understand something. I would not put my life in the life of a human being. I won't waste our time. Because, for example, somebody can be trusted today and then tomorrow the person is not trusted. Right? People can be good today and tomorrow they change. Change is constant. I can't force it. But for me particularly, I've already, and many times, because it's something that I've grown over the years, I am never wrong about people. Because it has taken me over 20 years. And in fact, I wish there are some people that I would have said you should ask. And do you know the funny thing? The funny thing is, I would have said you should ask. Well, I don't want to call people out. Do you know the funny thing is that when people want to do businesses, they take me along. And we are just chit-chatting, but they want to do business with this person. And they're like, can they trust this person with this amount of money? And I'm like, bro, so try. And guess what is right? So you have to learn how to discern and increase your level of discernment.
Okay, Mr. Anthony, over to you.
That word discernment that he mentioned, it's been something that I've been having to ponder about, because like we all have like our inner self.
Yeah.
We are humans at the end of the day, but like we are spirit beings. So there's a certain level that you can train your mind. There's a certain level that you can build yourself to. How did you like? I know that was a very interesting question, but like I would be so curious to know like your own personal process to discern.
How I do that? I think the way it started for me was acknowledging that human beings are weak.
Really?
Yes, human beings are weak. You cannot. There are so many factors. I'm about to.
I based my weakness from the perspective of if they need something from you.
No, okay, let me go spiritual a little bit and I'll come back.
Are you saying so? If someone needs something from you, they are automatically weak?
100%.
No, I don't think so. Let me go spiritual a little bit and come back.
If they want to be your friend, they will show you their weakness.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Generally.
Why would I want to show you my weakness? First of all, I don't even make friends. Okay, for example, now you said you make your friends, or you get to.
I said from discernment.
From discernment.
Yeah.
He agreed with your opinion of the discernment, or do you have a different opinion about how you?
He's asking me how it's started, and I'm trying to explain to you that when I say human beings are weak, I'm not saying that the weaknesses you have. Okay. That's how we're created. Nobody is perfect.
Yeah.
That's how we are created generally. Nobody is perfect. I can't put my life just in another person's hands like that, because it has to be of my own decision. Right? So instead of me waiting for somebody to figure out themselves, it's better if my own discernment is heightened.
No, I will not agree with your self-care. It's self-care now.
It's not self-care.
You are playing safe.
No, I'm not playing safe.
You are playing safe.
I'm just trying to tell you that
we are two different people.
No, just for me personally.
From that perspective.
You are coming from the angle that if somebody asks you something that they are weak, what if they are throwing a test at you to see if you are stingy or you can give?
No, but okay, now
that's on that side.
I am going somewhere now.
The reason why I'm saying human beings are weak generally is because we're made from dust. A man can say, "I'll give you 12 million today." Tomorrow, he had the 12 million in his account. Something happened to his family. Will I kill myself?
Understanding comes in play there.
Yeah, like I said.
She said understanding. I'm trying to let you just understand that human beings are weak. So you cannot put your entire life based on somebody's because I feel this person will not betray my trust. You put your trust in people before and they betray you, and there's nothing you can do about it. But then if you have a level of discernment, it takes time. It takes years. It's not something that just fell on my head or because I'm a Christian. Because there are a lot of Christians that don't even have a good level. Yeah, they don't have discernment. Okay,
That's why I mean, it's the process. It's the process
I
of
want to know
discernment.
Mr.
Let me
Adams'
give you
opinion on
an
something.
example
Okay.
before I let him speak.
Yeah.
I was working in a place. I walked into the place one day and I just heard in my mind, your days are numbered. I was working in an office.
Okay.
I just heard your days are numbered. So, and then I heard you better take a photo here, otherwise when you leave here, you will not look like this place you left. You will be better than here. You will not have proof to show that you were once here. And I stood in front of that place, I took a selfie. My brother, that place and now, I'm not in the same place. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, my discernment is not just for humans, for situations, for things.
Yes.
I don't do something because I just want to do it. What? Because we are wasting time doing trial and error. Because life doesn't wait for. We're wasting time doing trial and error. I'm sorry I'm talking too much, but because we're talking about human beings. So.
No, I think the word that discernment can be a topic of its own. It's so deep. That's why I was like, it's something I was expecting to come up in this conversation. And when you just said I had to pound.
So that's why I will not allow him play that card of
I won't play the card.
Because it's like someone asking, okay, Mr. Fola, okay, you want to buy a car. How do you want to make the money tomorrow? By faith. I'll pay the faith card.
This discernment.
We're talking about
This discernment.
Now, how will discernment work for that? Discernment will work in terms of where do I buy the car from?
No, don't
which type of car.
Don't generalize.
Okay.
I will not buy you generalize.
I think
when I
Mr.
popped the question to Ms. Kuti, she said she's a quiet person.
Okay.
That means our own dealing with humans is true observation.
Yeah.
Exactly true.
You said discernment.
You said discernment.
Now, I want to ask Mr. Anthony before I say mine.
Okay.
Understand? Me, I'm like an open book. You can come in, but the speed at which you come in, the speed you go use come out. Because I'll tell you that 99.9% of the people that are close to me, we don't fight. You understand? I believe in closeness through fighting.
I've never fought. Me and you.
Now, that's weird, but because I'm guys, I don't understand.
No.
But okay, now
Don't you do things to make me angry that your other guys?
You fall at the 0.01%.
No, I understand.
I will pay that card. Understand?
I don't want to talk about how we do, but
there was a cut there, but you understand? But I will give you that 0.01. But trust me, for me to say this human is close to me, we don't follow you fight, we don't argue about things, we don't hit table, knock table. But Mr. Anthony, how do you deal with humans, or how do you understand humans more? Please don't play the discernment card.
I've already spoken about discernment and intuition.
Personally, I feel like that is one area I want to grow. That's why I was so curious to ask.
We will say counseling. We'll have counseling after the show.
Glory.
Include me. Okay, no problem. After the show, we'll have a counseling session, master class on discernment.
What can you repeat your question to me?
How do you deal with humans from the first approach, or even in general?
Okay. Personally, I understand that we have different backgrounds, different experiences.
Yeah, you said so.
So I try to treat everyone as equal when I'm interacting with you, like initially, and I deal by like observation, how like actions are transpiring between us, what you're doing, how you are responding to probably a different situation, like when others are not there. So like, yeah, but I'm getting to the point where I need discernment, because there are some certain levels you get to, you know that life is all about people wanting to climb, people wanting. So I think this topic is actually very interesting and broad. And like the way you guys broke it, you said, I think you mentioned wickedness, desperation, hardship. Those are like the disadvantages interacting with people.
But I use peace.
There's love, peace, and relationships.
I am advocate of peace.
That's what. No, see, it's not peace. See,
I heard people say, I bring peace into their life. Wherever I am, there's peace.
Which angle? That's the question you're supposed to ask yourself.
Okay, I have this friend that will tell me, for like, just stay around me, because when you're around me, I feel lively.
How? Is it that they are depressed and they
just want to? You actually just reminded me something like energy levels.
Yeah, exactly. That's
energy levels. It's like there are some people you just it doesn't have to be too long. You just click with them.
So how do you know the energy level? Is still through discernment.
Yes, it's all intertwined.
Discernment is where you can know that.
Yeah, I think what they mean is it doesn't have to go as deep as having to
do you know that? Okay.
Just surface level, you know.
Okay, now this is one thing that I would say. Now, when you say energy level, do you know that somebody can be quiet as she is and have a crazy energy level that is very high?
Now, energy levels doesn't always have to be like the physical. Like, it doesn't always have to be like, okay, if you are shouting or it's just your personality as a person.
That's where your aura comes in.
Yes, that
aura. You can't, no matter how long you go, you can't exactly hide your personality. It just comes out in some form. If it's something you say or something you do, it just
that would
comes
be my next question.
Exactly.
You understand? So, you know, someone very close to me once told me, say that everybody will come around you go shine it for. That's to show that my personality is I'm an open book. Come, if you want to stay, get out. If you're ready to fight with me. If you're not ready to get out. Understand? That leads me to my next question. As okay, I'll start with you, Mr. Anthony.
Right.
Has anyone ever put you in a position where you have to just react extremely mean or wicked?
So now we are dealing with wickedness.
Let's start from there.
I think if we are breaking wickedness down, is like the quality to really go to that extreme level.
I think the camera will show
Okay, for example, I'll give an example of myself. You know, I tried to finish a fight with somebody, and the person said, if this is how you deal with people, you must be very wicked. But which takes us back to that episode of conflict management, where I just shut you out on purpose. If you mess up with me.
Is there a situation where I have had to react as being wicked?
Yes, that the person will use and to why you are wicked. Why are you like this? This is very.
I actually don't. I usually don't find myself in such situations, but there are rare occasions that things like
Give
that.
us
happen.
one, just one.
Okay, if I feel like I'm being used. If I feel like if my interacting with you, it's seeming like you want to, I just have to show you I can stand up for myself. I just have to show you that I know exactly what I'm doing. Probably if I want to know that, guys.
What did you do? Me, I will just look you. I will just pass. My breeze will actually feel the breeze. You feel my energy pass you, but I will shut you out.
Thoughts usually come into my head when it comes to wickedness is mostly what like others have done to me, not what I've done to others.
So that means you're a nice person.
We are too nice.
But can I just quickly say something?
Okay.
I have learned not to be nice, but to be kind.
How do you deal with the wickedness?
See, this is it.
Okay.
Human beings are selfish people.
100%.
Everybody is selfish. Number one. Number two. Everybody. See, what do you mean by selfish? You're putting yourself first.
Yes.
That's it. Because we already have social media selfish.
One person said something. He said human beings are selfish. That is why we like selfie.
Oh, okay. Okay. So let me just quickly go on.
Now that jokes.
Yeah. I got jokes, right?
So human beings are naturally selfish because you have to put yourself first. 100%. So when you know that human beings are selfish, I will not let you catch me unawares.
If they catch you,
this is God's own image and you're just calling naturally selfish because we are God's own image.
I have gone through a lot in my life.
Give us one.
Yes, everybody's selfish.
No. Because I'm a child of God. I love God so much. Right? So let me come from here. Even God said that he regrets making human beings at a particular point in the Bible. Why? Because of the level of wickedness. Right? So even to him, it's like kilo shele. Why are these people doing this kind of thing? 1, 2. Human beings are very selfish people. One thing that people have tried to do for me is or rather do to me, is when they feel that they can always come to me when they need me. And then it's like, whenever I need a kaiso, I will go to a kaiso. So guess what I'm doing back in return?
When selfish as well.
But human beings are selfish people. Guess what I do? Since you are saying that you need me whenever you need me, that's where it ends. So whenever you need me, if I'm available, you come. I'll give you if I can give you, because it's a choice. So I'm not opening my eyes to to allow you use me and just walk away.
So can you then say you're also being selfish?
See,
because people are trying to use me.
I feel at this point now, I feel like okay, this is the card you are playing.
No, okay.
Over to you, the queen of
nobody has actually given an example.
Thank you.
I know he wants to hear.
Okay,
but me,
yes,
no thoughts come to my mind. So if you have been wicked, please tell us how you've been wicked.
Yes. I admit that.
No, the only thing I've done is like maybe because God. Okay, say it now. I always tell people that as far I always say that
my name is
let me finish. I had an argument with somebody. The next day was on Sunday. I walked past. The person felt. She told me she felt my energy passing.
Mine was crazy.
When my breeze passed, I did not say hi. Okay.
I did something very, very great for somebody.
Okay.
Really well, and then my birthday came. The person didn't text me on my birthday, and then the person was, saying a lot of bad stuff about me. So there was something this person needed, and because I always say that as far as it's Istanbul, as far as you are here, you need me.
Yes,
because you don't know me. Like I don't know you. I just have that level of confidence. So, Alpha, bro, what do you think about this person? And I said I don't know.
It's back to his discernment again.
I said, I don't know.
You don't
Okay.
approve.
I just said I don't know. I said if you're doing business with this person, that's your own
you
judgment.
lost somebody a job.
You just
Let's
don't
go
understand.
back to
No, if you don't
Let's get this on tape. Our Mr. Akashi, he denied you, wherever you are. He denied you. Okay, just now you have to discern yourself. He denied you a job opportunity.
It wasn't a job.
We have it on tape.
But I just said I don't know because I felt like after everything this person has done for you, not even one message, and then somebody else is asking me about you, I just said I don't know because they will do greatness for you. You will not know how to say thank you to somebody. So let's go. We help you, and everyone will help you at that point. Even till today, I don't talk with the person. That's how it is.
Okay. We have 2 more questions to ask. Miss Queen.
Yeah.
What gives you now? We have established the fact that everybody is selfish and wicked.
Very.
Even our Mr. Akashi is a wicked person. Yes, but that wickedness is like 5 or 2%.
But that's the thing. There are levels to these things.
But
Some people take things to the.
Okay.
I can't kill
I will take things to the next level. I will tell you on tape. If you mess with Folari, I'm a very generous person. I'm an open book. I'm very, very generous. I make compromises. I go arm's length. Yeah, I feel the
I'll walk away when you're okay because I've done it for somebody. The person did some very crazy things to me. We're not talking and we're not talking. But when I knew the person needed help, the person was about to medically, the person needed help. I went there, helped, did everything I did. And when I saw the person was fine, I walked away. Till today, the person has tried to call me. I refuse to pick their calls. So I can be like that.
That's like there's a certain level. Like look at what's going on in the world. If you want to talk about wickedness, like there are wars going on, like there are resources available. There is a certain level I'm expecting us to give examples of.
Like
this is not necessarily being wicked.
Okay, so give me an example.
But like it might not be personal. It might not be personal. But like
actually,
okay, let's take it a little bit and go global. So are you trying to say that the level of depreciation of your currency as a Nigerian is affected
the hardship. The hardship is even there.
Is it affected by? Is it the American government that's making your currency depreciate, or the government?
Wickedness that operates in the country.
Because once a certain country puts themselves on the pedestal where you need other people to work on yourself, then your currency will never be valuable.
But there may be so many factors that may lead to that.
Or do you want us to go to the angle where the best chief bridesmaid is sleeping with the bride's husband?
Now all those ones might be real life, you know.
Okay, now over to you, Miss Queen. In this wicked world that are dealing with selfish humans.
People poison each other, like people take things. That's like I feel like that's what I tag as wickedness, not being mean. if you are being mean with someone, it's not necessarily wickedness. Is
Going the
you are taking
extreme.
the extreme levels.
Well, I haven't gone the extreme before in my life. I've not tried.
So, like,
I two left legs. I've been walking away.
No. Instead of
I mean,
for example,
black
there are some
number.
people. Oh God, oh Lord, I'm about to say something that I should not say publicly.
yes, say it.
But then, forgive me, I'm going Christian. I'm very sorry. But I have a relationship with God that God fights my battle. For example, Holy Spirit. Okay, I can't say this thing. Now, we and somebody were supposed to work in a certain space.
Okay.
I don't agree for the person don't agree for me.
Mm-hmm.
We know that we cannot agree.
together.
We can't be in the same room because the other person can't work together.
100.
The energies clash.
We know even whether you get energy or you, I don't care. We can work together. What did I do? I didn't go behind to tell the person that was in charge of the job or the deal we had that don't work with this person.
I secret room.
I went to my secret place.
Someone is worse.
I knelt down before God. I said, God,
Take
I
this
can't
person.
work with this
Take this person away from
And it was like a court of law. I said, God, this is my reason. This, I will never forget. I remember that thing. I had like a list of 4 things why I couldn't work with the person. That person didn't stay for a week. I didn't see the person for like 2 weeks. So I now call the person that I don't see. Why did you
that is wickedness.
I did not see for the past 4 weeks.
It is okay you took the battle. It is okay you took the battle to the highest of the highest. You now went as low as calling the person, knowing that the battle has been won already.
I did call like why
You know why you
God, at the end of the day, God is judge.
No, but no, the person did a lot of bad stuff to me personally, so I just had to take it with God. And many times that's how I fight my battles. Yeah.
That's sweet wickedness.
Many times we also do things to God that we shouldn't do. But
what gives you peace of mind doing it?
Doing which one?
Doing what?
When the battle was won, how did you get your peace of mind? Like how were you convinced that okay, yes, now I have peace? Knowing that the other person is at the other side.
I think I already had peace because I had peace before the person left.
Okay.
Like before I knew I had peace before the person left. I had crazy peace. The only thing I didn't want was to have double personality there.
Okay.
Like when the person is not there, I'm smiling. When the person comes, I'm not smiling. That's one thing I always try to avoid. In fact, after that situation, I made up my mind generally. If I'm not 100% with myself and my energy, I don't show up at anything. For example, if my percentage is not 100, I won't come on the show. If my percentage is not 100, I won't do certain businesses. So generally, but I feel peace whether you leave or not. I have a level of peace because my peace is personal. It's for me. Yeah. It's not dependent on situations.
Of course.
Okay.
And does anyone want to share how they had peace after they did that mean and wicked act?
I wouldn't call it a wicked act.
Okay.
And I don't like recounting experiences whereby I helped someone and then because like I said, sometimes I expect God to do things for me and in Yoruba we say Oba tó ń ṣe nǹkan fún ni láì wo bẹ̀. So you expect God to do something and carry his face and not like you should not expect anything in return.
Yeah.
So I don't like to recount experiences where I've helped somebody and then
we are grown.
No, I'm just saying that just to answer this question. So I'm not going to target wickedness. But what happened was I helped someone like a great deal, and the person is kind of younger than me, so I took in like an actual brother to me. Like I treated someone so close to me as a brother, and then the person does something that is really, out of character and stuff. But at the end of the day, I had to look that the only thing I did was just keep this person away from me, like maintain the distance,
boundaries.
Yeah. So I wouldn't exactly say I was wicked to the person because obviously I know that there are some situations where when you were good, I was helping. Like I know that you have the situations that would arise and then I would help you. But at this point, you're not being beneficial to me in any way. And instead of what instead of kind of relationship we had before, I was getting disrespect and stuff.
So just cut
exactly,
I just let the person go.
I just
you had your peace.
Yes, I had my peace, knowing that I didn't offend in any way, and I didn't.
But how do you know? How do you know that he was not offended? He told
that's
you.
his cup of tea now.
Well,
exactly. That's
he
his
can't
cup
be
of tea.
offended.
So you are like me.
No,
You are like me.
We actually think human beings don't know what they are doing, but many of them know what they are doing.
Sometimes.
They will hurt you.
Human beings know what they
They
are
will
doing.
take you for granted.
I think because, okay, let me say this thing. We have to go because there's no time. But let me say this. I was raised in a home where, and that's one of the, I would not call it a mistake that my mom made for us. It wasn't a mistake, it was a good thing. I was raised in a home where love. So my siblings, we loved ourselves. So if you do something back to me as my brother, I won't say anything. If you do something back to me, I won't say anything. But then leaving the house, outsiders will take advantage of that love. So you have to take me a while to wake up from that love where they talk. Now person will day for you, like he's supposed to day for. Not that you're sacrificing yourself for it, because some people are very selfish. As much as you are not expecting anything in return, you need people to pour back into you.
They say takers are always taking. They don't get boundaries,
Because
no
you
get
know,
limits.
every-
And if you are a
every time
giver, you they give like that. Now lack you they go.
Because every time we say Jesus, Jesus had 3 people we call close. Jesus had John the Beloved that was beside him. When he had issues, he had his own personal therapist. Because, okay, there's no time, but let me just say this. When Jesus was found in the temple by his parents,
Okay.
and the parents could go meet and say, what did you find for them? We'll be looking for you for 3 days. Did you hear about Jesus from that time to when he was 30? What happened in between? Almost 18 years. That man has gone through stuff. He has seen people chew his eye.
You experience the world.
Then they will now say, is it not for Larry? He will understand.
I'm not doing that. I'm not nice.
Is it not Mr. Akai, so they will understand now.
No, they even
And then
So he's a very nice person.
No.
Overdo, like they go to the extreme. So like you're doing something, I'm correcting, like this thing is wrong. I don't like it, don't do it. And then you keep doing it. It gets to a point I'm like, okay, I can't take this anymore. I just have to remove myself from
People
this
know. They are
situation.
not,
So it's very
they are not
important to do
babies.
that.
They know.
Okay,
Exactly.
the last question will go to you, Ms. Kuti. I want to ask Mr. Anthony, but he already said that he wants to take a cue from what Mr. Akai said. I want to ask you that, are you happy with the way you relate with humans? If I should ask Mr. Akai, are you happy with the way you use the discernment to relate with humans? You say 100%. And Mr. Anthony said he wants to take a cue from that. So, except if you have anything to add more to that. Or do you have anything to add more?
And to how I relate.
Are you happy with the way you relate with humans?
Like, say something.
I will not let you talk. Read that card.
I remember what thing happened to me.
No, we will have a part 2. Don't worry. Go on. Are you happy with the way you are quiet and observant with people, or you feel like there's a better approach you should take in relating with humans? Establish the fact that people are wicked. People are selfish. Do you think your quiet, observant personality, now they have held you to the truth, you need to stop being an open book, stop allowing people to access you?
No,
They don't hold me tired already.
No, I don't think you're accessible. I just think you're friendly, and then you see how people.
And that's where the open book is coming
No,
from.
because I'm a very friendly person. I don't have friends, but I discern. I wanted to say something. I met somebody. Me and somebody. We had to do work. We had to work on a project. The first day I saw this person, the person is white. He's not African. But the first day I saw this person, I was like, you know, just sit right for my body.
Yeah.
You know, this 1 week I heard. Somebody else was telling me, like the manager of the whole thing was telling me that no, they didn't sack him. That this person came to meet them. That why am I getting more money than all of them?
And then
this person that are defending this person back to back. The person that knew and everything. So I'm like, this thing, if you get it right, it will really help. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
So,
I think
if you get it right,
It's
so are you at a point? Let me just ask you. Are you at a point where you feel like there is no getting it wrong at all? Because you are
Like
human at the end of the day.
Except my guard is let down, and there are some moments where I'm very vulnerable, I can't discern.
Or you choose not to discern.
No, at that time,
yeah.
for the past 1 month, anybody that's entered my life, there was something I could really do. And to be honest,
felt weak.
like especially January and February, like 2024, anybody that entered into my life, I didn't check you out, I didn't pray about it.
Now is the time to meet Minister Akai. Come to his life now.
Yes.
He will give you access
To be honest,
for free.
I
Can I correct a notion?
Okay.
He said something about being vulnerable, and you said he felt weak. Can I just say that him being vulnerable
It's no
didn't
weakness.
mean, is in no way,
No.
like in no mean meant he was weak.
No, I mean weak in accessibility.
No, I was just vulnerable at that time because
But anybody can ask that.
you could access me.
Again, come to me with answer for anything you want.
What? I don't wake up.
One day.
No, but that 8 weeks was crazy. I didn't check anything. In fact, to the extent that God really, God forgive me for bringing this publicly. Like even hearing God part time was a problem. But I knew how it switched. And I'm like, there's some certain, in fact, there's some things that get lost, I pray for it, it comes back. I just find it somewhere. I was talking about how we found the marker. It's not supposed to be where it was. I was like, God, we need marker. And I just found it somewhere. Like, it just came, so when I am there, I know. That's why many times when my discernment is not there, when I can't hear God clearly, when I'm not in tune with my inner self, I withdraw. Because I know that time, if any, I feel sign, give person 200 million.
I swear.
Number.
It's not too late. I have to do something. How's the family?
How's the family?
Yeah, very bad.
And the culture for your house.
Don't make us, I don't invite you. I beg you.
Okay, we come to the end of this wonderful, interesting, emotional, and touching episode.
Yeah.
And please, in dealing with human, you need to be very careful, very strict, very observant.
Yeah, we have to
and use the word. Let me use that word. Have a discerning spirit.
Yes,
You
sir.
want to discern who is good and who is
Discernment.
bad. I believe that if you should see someone for the first time, you should know that this person
You should
is
have,
good.
at least have an idea. I be checking it because you have to practice and train yourself to discern.
I have it, Mr. Anthony. Everybody.
And we have it here.
But only if you choose to just zuzu, make yourself easily accessible like I used to.
Can I also add something that it is absolutely possible to be vulnerable without being weak. So depending on your feelings and emotions, depending on your feelings and emotions at the time, you can be vulnerable. It is allowed. Just don't let it get deep.
I feel like I would just want to add that life generally, the spiritual controls the physical. So being as much as we are all human beings, we possess different type of spirits. I think there's a very, very popular notion like good, bad and ugly. So like there might be good spirits, bad and ugly spirits.
The ugly ones are the worst.
Yeah, so help us God.
As our tradition, we have the pillow of
life.
Pillow of life. Pillow of love. And
Let's keep quiet.
we'll do us the honor of signing it. And let's
At
have
the
it.
beginning of the show, I told Mr. Fola.
Turn on. Let me.
Look at me.
They say ladies first.
Look at me.
Okay, ladies first. Ladies first.
I don't mess up again.
Sorry.
Okay, ladies first. Please, thanks. I'm sorry. Feminism.
I wrote it for you.
I forgot it. Who run the world? Girls, who run the world? Who run it? Okay, sorry. I'm coming to my feminist side.
Oh, it's so nice to have you.
Thank you.
Handwriting. You might do like that.
Mr. Fola, leave my handwriting.
I'm sorry.
This is for twice as tall.
Twice as tall. TAT. And with that, we have come to the end of this wonderful episode. We keep on saying the same words again. We love you. We adore you. Please keep watching, keep sharing, and feel free to go back and watch on all our episodes.
Yes, sir.
We remain Chronicles of Life.
Yes, sir.
And see you on the next episode.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.